What you're going to do is you're going to light this right here.
A crisp summer night as the calendar turns from June to July.
Are we ready to do this?
This ought to be pretty in the sky, I think.
The type of setting prime for smiles and laughter. But tonight, emotions run the full gamut.
It's done. It's sad. I will likely ugly cry a lot tonight.
As the final employee clocks out at the nearby Mount Pleasant Mental Health Institute, the building goes dark after 154 years.
This is just kind of a monumental moment right now.
Nearby, a glow of support lights the sky.
Sad, happy experience. I worked with a lot of great people. We helped a lot of people in need.
When I heard there was going to be close to 100 luminaries, I said, oh, we got to see that.
It feels sad. It feels surreal. And it makes me mad. We shouldn't have to be saying goodbye to anything.
Anna Short spent 8 years as a drug abuse counselor at the facility. She says she's flabbergasted by the governor's decision to shut it down.
Our program was one step before prison. You have cut the hands of another option. And so a lot of folks are going to end up in prison that don't belong there.
Many echo her concerns.
This was a necessity that needed to stay here.
While some remain optimistic.
There's still hope that the governor will come to his senses and keep this institution running.
State Senator Rich Taylor is holding out hope the governor will change his mind.
We can rebuild it, and we need it. We really need the place.
There it goes.
But with only days to act and staff and patients all moved out, for many, hope dwindles like a light into a dark night sky.
Just really feeling helpless and just thinking, now what? Now what?
Of course, I tell these guys I order this, whether...
Terry Ebaugh and a small crew start their 4th of July a little earlier than most.
Yeah.
At dawn, he and other Optimist Club members plant the Star-Spangled Banner on the lawns of businesses and homes that subscribe to their Avenue of Flags project.
So that when people get up, that's one of the first things they're greeted with.
Really looks neat with the flags all flying. It's kind of calm today, so you don't see as much.
And the money from those subscription fees goes right back into area youth organizations.
Our motto is Friend of Youth. Anything we can do to help and touch their lives, to lift them up and help them in any way we can is what we're all about.
That's mostly why Mark Hoffman has been waking up at the crack of dawn for 6 years now.
All right, then we got one down here.
But for him, it's also a great chance to show off the red, white, and blue he's so proud of.
I love the flag. The country's given me so many great opportunities. I graduated from the military academy several years ago and spent 6 years in the Army.
Ebaugh says this is an effort that's grown since the club started 7 years ago, planting only about 100 flags. Now,
approximately 50 volunteers that put up 750 flags on the 5 major holidays: Memorial Day, Flag Day, July 4th, Labor Day, and then Veterans Day.
And judging by the responses he and his crew members get, they'll be loading up more flags next year.
We have neighbors that are not participating come out and ask how they can participate.
A lot of people's giving us a thumbs up as they drive by and waving at us.
In Cedar Rapids, Brady Smith, KCRG, TV9 News.
Well, the weather.
Heavy rain made it look like a washout at Manchester Whitewater Park Saturday. But if you think falling water deters kayakers from Whitewater...
And I plan on getting wet, so...
think again.
I think the weather's fantastic. We love the rain. We love it when it fills the river with more water. So for us, it's perfect.
I haven't seen any real lightning or thunder in the last half hour, so it's tending to be time to go.
Inclement weather was the perfect weather for guys like Carl Neubauer.
You're going to get wet in the river and you're going to get wet with the rain.
He's been whitewater kayaking since he was little. Now 37, he's been all over.
I've done down to South America, I've been over to Canada, all over the United States.
His next adventure is down the Maquoketa. This park is about 800 feet long. It has 6 18-inch drops with rocky pools. It took years to get the funding and finally construct. Those behind the park think it'll help put Manchester on the map, generating an estimated $2 million in local economic activity.
For every person in the water, they say there's 2 people on the shores watching, and each of those people will spend anywhere from $45 to $75 that day.
That takes some core strength.
The dollars and cents don't matter to Carl, the many spectators.
Here comes the lady on the paddleboard. Oh yeah. You're about 20 years old.
Or his kayaking cohorts. To them, it's all about the thrill of man versus nature.
I could run this river 100 times and it'll never be the same. It'll always be a different experience.
And now that this park is open, Carl will have plenty of chances for plenty of experiences, rain or shine. In Manchester, Forrest, Saunders, KCRG, TV9 News.
They say 10,000 cars a day go through here. I'm beginning to believe it too.
Carl Homestead says he's never seen anything like it.
Not like this.
A line of people wrapped around the block.
I came down at 3 o'clock and the line was all the way around the corner.
Standing, watching.
What are these pictures of over here?
And waiting.
You guys ready for this?
All for art. After more than a week of work, Homestead will soon complete this mural on the side of a downtown shop.
How are you? Good. All right, let's put your hand there.
But not before these small finishing touches.
Then you can do one print, whatever you want.
Are in place.
It's been one kid after another up the ladder, putting their palm or their foot on the tree.
Oh, poor fella.
City leaders invited children of all ages.
How's it going, dude? All right, let's put your hand there.
To line up and leave their own mark on this mural.
That's a good spot. Good job.
The artwork is expected to last more than a decade, with 3 large walls representing family, community, and opportunity.
It's a kind of art that people can't ignore, you know. Everybody sees it every day. You know, you can walk in a room and not notice the pictures on the wall, but when you paint a mural, people notice.
A city slogan Homestead hopes will make a lasting impression. In Manchester, Sarah McCarthy, KCRG TV9 News.
Thank you for being here. Tonight is an exciting night.
The choir is all here.
Take some silent inhales. Exhale.
It's the final quick practice before the show.
So let's see what happens from the top. Let your love fill the air. Now, ready?
Joel Connard and Steve Dunham are shaking their last-minute nerves.
I'm usually calm and cool until I'm like right on the spot.
And try and be in the moment.
Welcome to Oakdale and enjoy the concert.
When the concert begins, they each have their parts. Joel is what's called an inside singer, Steve an outside singer. The big difference? Outside singers get to leave, inside singers have to stay.
We don't call ourselves inmates or anything, it's inside singers and outside singers.
The men in green are serving time at the Iowa Medical and Classification Center in Coralville. Those in purple are volunteering their time.
When we first started about 6 years ago, there was a lot of tension. Both the inside singers and outside singers were very nervous.
Now they say they're more comfortable and they sing holiday songs and songs written by inmates.
Each one is powerful in its own way.
Music isn't the only powerful part of this group, it's the connections they make.
This gives me a connection with people that I wouldn't otherwise have in here.
These guys say it helps them, but I think the outside singers get more out of it.
A group of insiders and outsiders setting aside their past and working together for a better future and a good show.
We wear different colored shirts, but I think we have an understanding that we're all human beings and we've all made mistakes.
In Coralville, Jill Kasparie, KCRG TV9 News.